The stars shone like diamonds in the inky expanse of space as I gazed out of the observation deck aboard the starship Intrepid. We were on a mission to explore the uncharted exoplanet Ophiuchus 9, a distant world with the promise of scientific discoveries and the thrill of venturing into the unknown. I was Captain Daniel Foster, leading a crew of brilliant individuals, each handpicked for their expertise and dedication. Our mission had been progressing smoothly, and our spirits were high as we descended through the exoplanet's atmosphere. But as we touched down on the rugged terrain of Ophiuchus 9, a sense of unease washed over me. The planet was unlike anything we had ever seen, with towering crystalline formations, lush alien flora, and a vibrant, ever-changing sky. Our mission had two phases: scientific exploration and establishing a base camp. Dr. Elizabeth Turner, the exogeologist, was excited to analyze the unique mineral compositions of the planet. Dr. Martin Ruiz, our astrobiologist, was eager to investigate the potential for extraterrestrial life. Commander Jessica Collins, the mission's engineer, was responsible for setting up the base camp, and Lieutenant Samantha Mitchell, our computer scientist, would ensure our communication with Earth remained seamless. The initial days were filled with breathtaking discoveries. We marveled at the bioluminescent organisms that glowed in the planet's twilight, the crystal formations that seemed to pulse with energy, and the ethereal landscapes that stretched as far as the eye could see. But beneath the surface of our scientific wonder lay an undercurrent of tension. It started with small discrepancies in our data logs. Dr. Ruiz, the astrobiologist, noticed discrepancies in our soil samples. Dr. Turner, the exogeologist, found that her mineral analysis didn't match the readings from the ship. It was as though the planet itself was playing tricks on us. As the discrepancies multiplied, the sense of unease grew. Our communication with Earth was increasingly sporadic, and we received garbled messages that made little sense. We felt isolated, cut off from the world we had left behind. The only contact we had was with each other, and that sense of isolation weighed on our spirits. Then came the sabotage. One morning, as I examined the data logs with Commander Collins, we discovered that vital systems in the ship had been tampered with. Life support, navigation, and communications had all been compromised. The sabotage was calculated and thorough, and it became evident that we had a traitor in our midst. We called an emergency meeting of the crew to discuss the situation. Accusations and suspicion filled the room as tensions ran high. It was a painful moment, watching the crew I had grown to trust turn on each other. We decided to lock down the ship and intensify security measures to prevent further acts of sabotage. As days turned into weeks, the situation on board Intrepid grew increasingly dire. With the ship's systems in disarray, we were unable to explore Ophiuchus 9 effectively, and our chances of establishing a base camp seemed remote. The traitor remained hidden among us, their motives and identity a mystery. Lieutenant Mitchell, the computer scientist, took it upon herself to investigate the ship's logs and surveillance footage. Her skills had always been our lifeline to Earth, and she was determined to uncover the truth. But as she delved deeper into the data, she discovered evidence that shook us all to our core. The traitor was none other than Dr. Martin Ruiz, our astrobiologist. The one we had relied on to unravel the mysteries of Ophiuchus 9 had been secretly working against us. His motives remained unclear, but his actions had endangered the entire mission. With evidence in hand, we confronted Dr. Ruiz. He admitted to the sabotage but offered no explanation for his betrayal. As we restrained him, it became clear that our expedition was irrevocably damaged. The ship's systems were beyond repair, and our only option was to return to Earth, tail between our legs. As we left Ophiuchus 9 behind, I couldn't help but feel a profound sense of loss. Our mission, once filled with promise and hope, had been marred by betrayal and sabotage. The traitor had not only jeopardized the safety of the crew, but had also robbed us of the chance to unravel the planet's mysteries. Back on Earth, the truth behind Dr. Ruiz's betrayal remained a mystery. He was detained and subjected to a thorough investigation, but his motives remained locked inside his enigmatic mind. The rest of us were debriefed, and our mission was deemed a partial success, albeit with a bitter aftertaste. As I looked up at the night sky, I couldn't help but wonder what secrets Ophiuchus 9 held and what discoveries we had missed. The stars that had once seemed like beacons of hope now held the weight of unanswered questions. Our journey had been a thrilling and treacherous exploration of space, but it had also been a chilling lesson in the fragility of trust and the depths of betrayal.